Welcome, everyone. In today's discussion, we'll learn about MRI of the prostate. Many people don't know that the prostate gland is a very important organ in men, located just below the urinary bladder. Diseases related to this gland, such as prostate inflammation, prostate enlargement, or prostate cancer, are often diagnosed through MRI scans, which play a vital role in detection. Now, let's find out how a prostate MRI is actually done and what it reveals.
T2 TSE Sagittal Planning. Plan the sagittal slices on the axial plane, angling the positioning block parallel to the intrapubic fibrocartilage and the anal canal. Check the positioning block in the other two planes, ensuring an appropriate angle is given in the coronal plane, parallel to the intrapubic fibrocartilage. The slices must be sufficient to cover the entire pelvis from the right acetabulum to the left acetabulum. The field of view, FOV, must be large enough to encompass the prostate and seminal vesicles, typically 180 mm to 200 mm.
T2 TSE Coronal Planning. Plan the coronal slices on the sagittal plane and angle the positioning block vertically across the prostate, as shown in the picture. Check the positioning block in the other two planes, ensuring an appropriate angle is given in the axial plane, which is parallel to the right and left hip joints or ischial tuberosity. The slices must be sufficient to cover the entire prostate and seminal vesicles.
T2 TSE Axial Planing. Plan the axial slices on the sagittal plane. Angle the positioning block horizontally across the prostate, i.e., parallel to the base of the penis. Check the positioning block in the other two planes. An appropriate angle must be given in the coronal plane, parallel to the right and left femoral heads. Slices must be sufficient to cover the whole prostate and seminal vesicles. Additionally, to minimize artifacts arising from arterial pulsation, peristalsis, and breathing, consider incorporating saturation bands on top and in front of the axial block.